Hello, my name is Blake, and I'm going to tell you the scariest experience of my life. It all started back in the summer of 2010, so I was maybe 10 when I was at a summer camp in the San Bernardino Mountains. Before this experience, I loved the mountains, but this changed all that. Usually, summer camps were fun for me, but not this one. See, there were two kids named Rick and Sam who were troublemakers. Rick was skinny, but he was really fast. He could run the mile in less than 6 minutes. Sam, on the other hand, was big and bulky, like a wrestler, and he was not the guy you wanted to mess with. They were both 2 years older than me. My camp counselor was a guy named Ricky, and he was not the nicest guy. He was kind of like a tough love kind of guy. Since me, Sam, and Rick were in the same cabin, he told us to go on a hike. He told me to make sure that I was with them at all times, because we didn't want to get lost. At first I thought that was a bad idea, because they sometimes messed with me, but I thought that I could maybe be friends with them. At first the hike was enjoyable, but I eventually realized that they weren't behind me. Ah, great, I thought. I started looking for them in the immediate location, but that's when I heard laughing higher up on the mountain, off the trail. I knew exactly whose that laughing was. Rick and Sam's. They were probably playing a joke on me. It wasn't surprising, they were playing jokes on me the whole trip. I started to walk up the mountain to get them, and they occasionally laughed, but it was strange. Their laughing seemed to get farther away than closer. I was a lot weaker at the time, so it took me a while to get to the area, but instead I saw a cave. The cave had a fire, and it had instruments being played inside. However, when I looked inside, animals were playing the instruments, not people. They seemed to be in the middle of a party, but they didn't notice me. However, the rock that I was leaning on gave way, started to roll down into the cave. Everyone in the cave heard it, and their heads turned to me. I was frozen still, but I felt some weird feeling, like the feeling was preventing me from passing out. Sorry, I'll leave now, I said. Wait! The fox, who was playing the banjo, came up to me on two legs. He stepped up in my face, took his finger, and dragged it along my chin in a witch-like manner. Then he asked me a terrifying, scary question. What's your name? There's no way that I was giving him my name. My name is Frank, I told him. Frank, the fox said, rubbing his chin. Then he snapped his fingers. Over here, now. That's when I saw, in the back of the cave, what looked like no animal that I've ever heard of. It looked like it had a human shape, but it was covered with hair and was about 8 feet tall. He reminded me of Bigfoot. He came up to me and yelled in my face, "Tell me the truth!" I stuttered, and he grabbed my shirt by the back of the collar and picked me up, and I thought that I was about to die. But then I heard Ricky, my counselor, yell, "Blake!" I could feel the animal drop me, and I face planted on the floor. I was lying in that position for about 5 seconds when I looked up. Everything was gone. The animals, the fire, the instruments. I turned around and saw Ricky at the mouth of the cave. "What are you doing here?" he asked. "I was looking for Rick and Sam," I said. "Rick and Sam are right here," he said, and pointed to behind him where I could see Rick and Sam. He asked to go home after that, and I didn't tell anyone what I witnessed, because I was afraid that I could be called insane. I say what I witnessed because I know it. I saw it. I spent most of the summer after that indoors. The next year, Rick moved to Phoenix, but me and Sam still occasionally talk. However, the same year that Rick moved, Sam told me something that terrified me. After a while, they just headed back to camp. They never went further up the mountain.